So contrary to popular belief, a decent percentage of the human population has known definitively the Earth was roughly spherical for over 2,000 years. Pythagoras from the 6th century BC, generally credited with being the first known person to have suggested a spherical Earth, though the idea didn't exactly catch on at that point. Aristotle, 4th century BC, agreed and supported the hypothesis with observations such as that the southern constellations rise higher in the sky when a person travels south. He also noted that during a lunar eclipse, the Earth's shadow is round. The 3rd century BC head librarian of the Library of Alexandria, Eratosthenes, managed to calculate the circumference of the Earth with remarkable accuracy. Alright, so moving on to the so-called Dark Ages, in which Christianity supposedly squashed such outlandish ideas as a spherical Earth, the truth is exactly the opposite. In Christian medieval Europe, 7th century Catholic monk and scholar Bede produced an influential treatise that included a discussion of the spherical nature of the world. Later, in the 1300s, Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy also describes the Earth as a sphere, and again, nobody seemed to have a problem with this. The Catholics, and later other branches of Christianity, weren't the only religious sects that seemed to have its clergy and scholars almost universally think that the world was spherical. The Islamic world also concurred, as historian Jeffrey Burton Russell sums up, with extraordinarily few exceptions, no educated person in the history of Western civilization from the 3rd century BC onward believed that the Earth was flat. Well, even the most empty-headed sailor knew the Earth was spherical simply by the fact that ships disappear over the horizon with the bottom first, and then the mast the last to be sighted. Despite this, there really still is a tiny percentage of the world's population who believe that the world is flat. You might at this point be wondering just how many. While internet comment threads make it seem as if the percentage is large, the reality is probably drastically less. I mean, comment trolls are going to troll. Look below for examples.